Greetings, dear listeners. We're down here today at Pat's Patio in the heart of downtown because the plaza behind us is a great place to see shadows and to make shadows, and there's shadows all around. Because the email I'm going to share with you today concerns some very strange shadows that can actually walk through walls. Now, one of the great things about being on YouTube is you hear from people you haven't heard from in years. So this email actually comes from one of my old high school chums, Peter. Peter writes, and be careful there, camera crew, you got a bee on you, but hopefully it won't sting you. Oh, the joys of filming outside. Anyways, Peter says, "Hey Warren, I stumbled across your YouTube channel one night when I was surfing the net. I always thought you were weird. Now I know. I remember all the stuff about night floaters, not that I ever saw one, but I do recall one truly weird event. Remember going to Lions Valley Park, to the old graveyard there? Now what Peter's referring to is there's an abandoned graveyard in an abandoned village called Proudfoot's Hollow, which was on the 16-mile creek where Lions Valley Park is now. And one Friday evening, 4 of us went up there to look at it. So that's what he's talking about. Remember going up to Lions Valley Park, to the old graveyard there? I don't remember anything about the graveyard. There was nothing much to see. But you disappeared, remember? One minute you were there, and the next you weren't. We looked around for an hour, yelling for you, but we couldn't find you. We looked for an hour, but we couldn't find you. And then you came stumbling out of the bushes, looking even more stunned than usual. You said you'd just gone to take a leak, and was only gone a minute. We made various suggestions as to what you were really doing, but you just shrugged it all off. But later that night, I was just getting into bed when this black figure, like the figure of a man, but all black, like a shadow, walked right through my bedroom wall, walked quickly past the foot of my bed, and then walked right through the outer wall. Right through the wall, like it was a frickin' ghost or something. Next day at school, you told me the same damn thing happened to you. That you saw the black figure in your room, and that it walked through the outer wall. And you lived on the 3rd floor of a frickin' apartment building. So it walked through the wall into thin air. They would have been 30 feet in the air. The other guys had similar experiences. Shadow figures in their rooms, walking through walls. So what were they? Ghosts from the old cemetery? Consider this something to put on your YouTube channel, Peter. Yeah, I remember the episode with the shadow people. I guess they must have been the infamous shadow people you hear about on the net. All 4 of us went to the cemetery, and all 4 of us had black shadowy figures in our bedrooms at night, figures that could walk through walls. But you know, what I don't remember is disappearing in Lions Valley Park, and that really bothers me for an hour, because it's a potential missing time episode, a missing time event. Anyways, Peter must have been talking to another of our old friends, Burgie. That's just his nickname. Don't ask. Burgie. Oh, airplane. Oh well, didn't drop any bombs on me. Anyways, Burgie wrote me the following. I remember this shadow thing. One of them appeared in the bedroom I shared with my bro. We both watched it walk through the wall of our bedroom, out onto what would have been Bartow's Drive. But I first saw it when I woke up, and it was standing at the foot of my bed. Bro whispered, "What's that?" And that's when it turned and walked through the wall. I would have thought it was a dream, but he saw it too. We never told our folks, though. They would have thought we were on Drugs. Weirdest part was, dude had a hat, a fedora. I was afraid he was going to lose it when he walked through the wall. I also remembered the time you disappeared. You were acting like you were stoned and couldn't explain where you'd gone. One thing is I didn't go off on a motorcycle. This is the joys of making a film downtown. I was afraid he was going to lose it when he walked through the wall. I also remember the time you disappeared. You were acting like you were stoned and couldn't explain where you'd gone. We'd asked if you'd been with a girl, even though we knew that was pretty unlikely. But what about the time we were at the silo and saw the strange cloud pass overhead? Now, the silo was the remains of an abandoned farm out on this isolated farmer's field, and it was the numero uno party spot when I was growing up. Well, but what about that time we were at the silo and saw the strange cloud pass overhead? We lost 2 hours, but couldn't figure it out. 1 minute we were heading to McDonald's, and the next it was 2 hours later, and McDonald's was closed. What the hell happened? Yeah, what the hell happened indeed. Now the fourth guy that went with us to the old cemetery of Proudfoot Hollow is unfortunately no longer with us. His name was John Boy, and John Boy also saw a shadow figure in his bedroom, but John Boy's reaction was a typical John Boy reaction, which was, I thought like I was stoned, man. Far fucking out. Yeah, if you knew the guy, that was vintage John Boy. R.I.P. there, buddy. But so, dear listeners, what the hell happened? Did the four of us actually encounter what's known as the shadow people? And did our encounter have anything to do with our visit to the abandoned graveyard in the abandoned village of Proudfoot Hollow? I should mention that Proudfoot Hollow was abandoned back in the 1860s, and the unofficial reason is because it was overrun with night floaters. So did the appearance of these shadow people have anything to do with our visit to the cemetery? What about my disappearance? Was it connected to the appearance of the shadow people and the missing time episode that we had at the silo? I'm going to shut it off now, folks, because there's too many people hanging around. But I'm going to ask the lovely and talented camera crew to give us a panorama shot of the beautiful downtown area. Oh, wait a minute. Thank you, ladies. I'm going to continue now. So, was the appearance of the shadow people connected to our visit to the graveyard? To my disappearance? To the strange events, the missing time episode of the silo? Are all these events connected, or are they just three strange, random events? Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments below. And stay safe, stay subscribed, ring the bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. You can share them with anybody you like. You can even share them with people that ride motorcycles around the downtown. If this is your first visit to my channel, my name is Warren, and I write and tell original ghost stories and original horror stories about cryptids such as the night floaters, werewolves, the black-eyed children, and now the shadow people. So please consider subscribing, and of course, stay hungry. Now, they usually have a chip wagon, a French fry wagon around here, or a hot dog stand, but they all seem to have gone home, so I guess I am going to stay hungry. So instead, I'll ask the lovely and talented camera crew to give us a panorama shot of Victoria Park and downtown Regina. Take it away, camera crew. till midnight. Cheers.